Hello, my lovely Pisces. If you would like a personal reading, you can book it on my website, and my website link is in the description box. Let's go. While I was meditating on your sign, I hear, "Hey, Miss Rogers," or "Hey, Miss Parker." You may have neighbors that have a crush on you. You may notice that when you see them, how they say, "Hey." People who have a crush on you that live in your neighborhood, all right? Um, but let's see what's going on. I hear a company bonus. If you work for a company, be prepared to get a bonus, or for them to invite you, like invite you on a business trip, or invite you to do something that will, like, it's like a step up. You will get a step up when it comes to your company, like them choosing you, all right? And excited about it, them being excited to do this for you. So your hard work is paying off, you know. They feel that you're very, very ambitious, and you stick to your job, you stick to what you're supposed to do, and yeah, so be open to that. You may also have a friend that's going to invite you over. You may notice that you are helping a friend who could be going through their own issues. So let's see what's the overall energy. Inner child. What is going on with your inner child, Pisces? Me not knowing the answers? Let me see. Because there's two things with inner child. Inner child could just be that you could be in a place where, especially like if you're going through deep changes, if you're going through deep changes like uprooting, if you're going through a bunch of healing, and there's a lot of like clearing out. I don't know why I'm doing this, but like digging out my heart. You could be clearing a lot of things out of your heart. You could be going through like heart healing. Some of you guys could even be in therapy. You could be going to therapy. You could be having like things being cleared out of your heart. Like you could have been harboring a lot of deep pain, a lot of deep resentment. You could have went through a lot of like childhood issues with your mother and your father that could have been like blocking you. And you can literally be getting like a lot of healing and helping to like release it. So when you go through such deep pain, and you're going through all this clearing, sometimes it can make you feel vulnerable, and this is why your inner child is like up. So you may notice yourself to even feel more sensitive. If you feel yourself to be more sensitive, you may feel yourself to be more nostalgic, just meaning like thinking about memories and stuff of what you've experienced as a child. If this is coming up to the forefront, it's being released, and it's being released because I feel like the new moon that is coming on the 20th, that's what it's all about. Not only that, if you have a relationship that you're in, it could be triggering some emotional baggage inside of you and making you feel vulnerable. So this is what the inner child is about. It's about returning back to your innocence, returning back to that place that the person who you used to be prior to the pain, prior to the trauma. You going back to that innocent place of being the Pisces and having fun. You could have been so blocked off that your happiness, like for you to be happy, could have been a challenge. You could have been feeling more guarded and feeling more like untrustworthy of people around you, and just feeling like you got to watch your back. And you know, you could have just went through a lot. You could have went through a lot. So some of you too, like you could have even been crossed from people from your childhood. Like suppose you used to have a crew of people that you're around, and they're from your childhood. They're people who grew up with you, and you could have had issues with the people that you grew up with, and you just didn't know who to trust, which could have put you in a place of like inner child, like feeling like you don't know how to soothe yourself. You have all these emotions and all these things that are coming up to the surface, and you feel very vulnerable. All right. So it's like you, once again, you coming back to that place of innocence, of happiness, of peace, where you could have felt like you were challenged to be happy or remain happy. You could have even been struggling with like depression, okay? Yeah, I knew it. It's balance coming back to you. With this inner child, I just feel like you had some stuff, baby. And once again, it could have came from a love situation that could have triggered and pierced. If you were in a... if you were... Because I'm going like this is why I'm laughing at myself. Sometimes I'm like, what are you doing? nonetheless, if you were in a connection, or you're still in a connection, to me, it just looks like this connection was meant to help you clear out some blockages from your heart. You could have been a Pisces who was more codependent. And if you weren't codependent, you could have been a Pisces that was too independent. Either way, being codependent and being too independent, you're on one end of the spectrum. Too codependent, feeling like, oh my God, I need to be with somebody. If I can't be with you, I don't feel good, period. Like, if you need to be with someone, you could have struggled to be on your own at all. Like, you could have struggled to be by yourself. You could have been struggling. You codependent just means you need someone. You feel like you can't even thrive or live unless you have someone else. So that could have been the codependency. You would attach your happiness to your relationship. So if you're in a relationship and things is going good, you're happy, or you're on cloud nine. If you don't have a relationship, or if your relationship is not going good, then you feel depressed. Meaning to say, like, you didn't know how to disconnect and find your happiness outside of being with someone. Okay, some of you guys can still be going through that, but for many of you, if this reading hits you, I would just like to say that you are in alignment with this message, and that you are going through the purging, and you have nostalgia of memories from your childhood and people who could have betrayed you and made you feel like not safe, and feel like you have to latch to someone in order to feel safe because you didn't feel safe being with yourself. Or once again, being too independent. You're so independent that you can't be in a connection, because being in a connection makes you feel closed in and like, oh my God, the ball's about to drop. Somebody's going to betray me. Like, like if you had betrayal from your parents, if you had like, oh my God, I can't stay in a connection. You're going to betray me, So you are either on one end of the spectrum or the other. However, you're going to be balancing this. The only way that balance can come into your heart is through purging it, and through if it comes up, it's coming up so that you can work through it. And once again, if you have like a therapist, if you have a spiritual life coach, some of you Pisces could be working with me right now. But anyway, you could have been working with someone to help you like recognize this and be able to like help you so that you can integrate it. And now you feel balanced, where you feel you need your independence, because it's so important to have your independence in a connection. You need your independence. You need your space. You need to thrive. You need to thrive on your own without somebody interrupting it, or somebody trying to tell you who you need to be, or how you should function, or what you should do. You need freedom in a sense in your connection as well as connection. So now you can be okay. If your boo thing, your man, your husband, your wife, they need space, you feel safe. Whereas if they give you space, you feel like, oh my God, are you abandoning me? Are you neglecting me? I just feel like I'm trying to, I hope you guys got this. I'm talking so fast. I feel like I'm talking so fast and I need to pace myself. All right. So yeah, you could have learned some really deep lessons through love, and through love being hurtful. It could have triggered some things that you had in your core prior to even meeting Rob, or prior to even meeting Benny, or prior to even, meeting Elizabeth. You've had these things sitting in here, and these people these soulmates come into your life, and they trigger it up so that you can heal it. Let me keep going. So let me see who is your cross watcher anyway. What is going on? Yeah, separation. See what I mean? I heard that song, I can't eat, babe, I can't sleep, babe, without you in my life. I don't want to go on. This is my song. I don't want to do nothing if you're not around. If you had a separation, a breakup, this person's lesson, they needed to learn how to love themselves first. Maybe your person had an issue with receiving love. Maybe they didn't know how to receive love. They didn't know how to handle love. So if you were trying to connect with this person in a deep way, this person may love, like run from your love, or abuse your love, or not know what to do with your love because they never knew how to receive love. But at the same time, it's just weird because I feel like this person is codependent on your energy too. So you guys could have went through a tug of war. This love could have been a tug of war. Like 1 minute you're all in, and then the person may push you away, and then the next minute you're pushed away, and then the person is all in. It's like, what is happening here? Like, what is going on? You know, you guys weren't in alignment. You guys were not in alignment, and this person, they just feel confused. They feel really, really confused. Big thing, masturbating to the thought of you, you know. They still have huge romantic feelings for you. I don't know, like the biggest thing is like lost without you. They feel lost without you. In a sense, it's almost like they don't even know what's happening or why this had to happen. If you guys are in a separation, if you did speak up or tell them there was something that you weren't comfortable with, I don't know how they took it. Because I want to say that whatever you said to them, Spirit says deep down inside they know. Deep down inside they know, but they need time in order to understand it. Does that make sense? It's almost like you're in class and you get a lesson, and it's like you kind of see what the teacher's talking about, but you still just don't understand it your own self. So I feel like if this person is in separation, they need to know how to love themselves in order so that they need to learn how to love themselves in order to receive it. And I hear bestie. This person could have like seen you as their best friend. So when you guys are like separated, they don't just feel like they lost the lover. They feel like they lost the best friend. You know, you guys can still be together too, because it shows 4 of Wands. So with this and sexuality, for some of you, another thing could have been, I don't know if you had a partner who could have been having sexual issues. They didn't know what side of the fence they really wanted to be on. Somebody could be trying to explore, like, do I really love women? Do I really love men? Let me tell you, it doesn't have to be like that for others of you. I mean, it doesn't have to be like that for all of you, but that could be one situation where the issue was with your person. They could have pushed you away. They could have been confused about like, wait, I love you. I want to be with you. You're like my friend and my lover. But at the same time, they may like women and men. All right. And if it's not about the women and men with sexuality, they can, because they don't really love themselves that much, they may use sex in order to keep you. But when it comes to like allowing the connection to grow and build a foundation and get deep, they probably don't know how to get deep. So they may use sex in order to connect with you. But it's like when you want depth, when you want somebody who can feed you the way that you feed them, it stops right there, because they don't know how to connect deep to you, because they don't know how to connect deep to themselves. And this is why it says they're in a season where they need to love themselves first, you know? I even hear trust, like trust could have been an issue. Maturity could have been an issue. I feel like your cross watcher still needs to grow. Like they don't understand. I knew this is going, y'all better stay with me. This person they don't understand love. I keep feeling, every time I'm in your person's energy, I feel so confused. You hear me? So if you talk to them, Spirit says you could have even lost your voice one time. You got so fed up and mad. You lost your voice. Like, what don't you understand? They don't know how to love. And this is why people get annoyed when they say like, oh, love yourself first. People can't stand to hear that. But the reason why they're saying to love yourself first, how you love you is how you'll be able to love others. So people who are detached from themselves, they don't know themselves. So they don't know what they need. So if they don't know what they need, then how can they give you what you need? This person doesn't understand themselves. They may even be a type that likes to distract themselves. They may even be they may be a partner who likes to help everybody. You know, like, oh, babe, what are you doing today? Oh, I'm helping my neighbor. Oh, I stayed extra overtime for work to help people at the job. Oh, I'm just, my friend needed me. I'll go help my friend. That's not funny. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. I have a weird sense of humor, but don't judge me. It's like, they don't know what to do with themselves. This is a person who may not feel safe with themselves. So if you are love, right? Pisces is a very romantic sign, and they're very affectionate. And they're like, when it comes to love, like I feel like Pisces rule love. You are the ruler of love. You are love. You came into this world to love. And this is probably why you struggle to be alone, because you may feel empty, or you may love yourself so much that you struggle to invite other people in your world because people come with problems, and you don't want no problems. Ooh, you may not want the problems. Sorry, I had to stay with me. Now, the issue is there's a disconnect. It's just a disconnect. This person is struggling. They want you. They love you. They see this happily ever after with you. However, they don't know how to be in a real relationship. This person can even be a person who fantasizes about love, wants love so bad, but then when love comes to them, they don't really know what, like, wait, what do I do with this? You know them types of people. Baby, you know them? You've been with them? Baby, you've been with them. Damn. So it says what's between you two is betrayal. What? Who betrayed who? Somebody feels betrayed. Why? Tell me why. Why you feel betrayed? Tell me why. You may have a peeping Tom. Be careful. Let me just say something real fast. All right? Okay? Some of you Pisces may have people who are like addicted to your energy and drawn to your energy and may like spying on you and just lust after you. It may like be a peeping Tom. They could be at your job. They could be in your neighborhood. I want to do this. You may have like very sensual, seductive, captivating energy. Bad. What is happening in this reading? How can the betrayal be working? See? You know what I'm saying? You see my point? How can the betrayal be working? I just said that this person, you may feel betrayed, like this person is not giving you time. Time is the betrayal. You want more time. You want the person to make more effort to you know, but they may be overworking or helping Bill out. You know what I'm saying? Bill, you need help with that? Like, no, can you go home to your wife? Can you go home to your girl? Can you go home to your boyfriend? Like, somebody who could be so invested in helping others that you may feel neglected. And I'm telling you, that is it. Distance. You feel betrayed because this person is distant. You do have good memories with them. And it seems like when you guys have connected, you had good times. But staying connected is the issue. Somebody is really, really distant. Somebody's distant and they feel betrayed. This can be a situation where you be doing everything and helping everybody, but you don't be with me. It could be a situation with like spending time. I want you to spend more time with me. So that's the issue between both of you. Let's see what other, yeah. Didn't I say that? You get a recognition rewarded. I knew it. You know, if you've been really investing into something with your job, I see you getting recognized. I see you being rewarded. Like, I see your job. They love you, baby. And you've been working your way up to the top. So when it comes to work, you're fine. You're doing good. I feel like your issue, yeah, magical gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. This is you taking a jump into the unknown. And if you do get this raise or promotion, or if you know, spirit is like, you're going to do it. You're going to take this position into the unknown. Yeah, desire. This is good. The only thing that's really like, is your love life. Your job is going to be good. You're about to get a promotion. You're about to see a position that you don't even see coming to you. You have wishes fulfilled when it comes to something that you've been working on, your goals. But as far as this love, I'm going to do, I'm going on to the extended. I'm going to do a full spread on your person to see how this love is going to pan out. Because if you are in separation, even with this wishes fulfilled, I don't feel like this separation is going to last much longer. wishes fulfilled can also be a reconciliation after separation. But let me tell you something. Don't be taking these separations for granted. These separations means like you both still need to be doing the work. Hopefully, this going on to the extended. I will do a full spread on your person and I'll go deeper into work messages. I send you so much love and light, Pisces.